you're not perfectly on the rail, that's fine. Just stay on the line you're on. That's good. Good. And that outside rein is steady. Inside rein supples. Outside rein supples a little bit too. Good girl. She's trying. Good. Yeah. And then the 10-meter circle at M and a little haunches in. Have you done a little haunches in with her?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
We've done most of this stuff. She's speaking today.
Oh, she's okay.
And I don't have an arena like this.
Yeah. So your outside rein is going to be a little bit open. Inside leg on at the girth, slow her down just a little bit. Yeah, and then push those hips a little bit more away from the rail. That's better. And then see if you can slowly sneak her into a little bit right flexion. Not so easy for her in this direction. And so do it one time through at the walk that you ride that haunches in down the long side. And so you want to think your outside shoulder forward, inside shoulder back, outside rein a little bit open to keep her from falling off the track, inside leg on at the girth. And then you want to supple her so her ears look right down towards this wooden, like you feel how her face is looking out towards the tractor. We have to sneak it up on her. We have to get her hips in and get her, good idea, to look down the track. So yeah, you have to bring your outside leg back, inside leg to the girth, and massage on your inside rein. Good job. And then you want to keep your inside shoulder back and sneak it up on her a little bit. The angle behind the saddle is good. Yeah, good. Good job. And now push the angle out a little more. Push the butt in a little more, and then you'll lose the front, then supple the front a little bit, then you'll lose the back. You know, you sort of have to teeter it a little bit. Yeah. Because she's learning. And she's funny. She's like,
She's like, this is work.
yeah.
I don't like work.
I'm having to strain myself. She's funny though. She shakes her head when she doesn't like it.
She's tired of work.
And we'll do that one more time. The same thing, that you sort of play with it a little bit, that you really bend that left knee and put it on her. And of course, then it becomes like, now it's a little bit too much like a leg yoke along the wall, which is okay. It's a means to an end. And then you supple her your right fingers and try to get her nose more, her ears more towards the mirror. Good. Yeah. And then you push her butt in a little bit more again. And then you supple her ears over again. And you just sort of say, come on, girl, you can do it. You can flex around that right leg. And this is good for her crookedness, because this is the opposite way, you know, that she wants to bend her body. Good job. And then you straighten her. And then let's go to trot so we don't aggravate her. We sort of let her go forward for a little bit. Connect her, you know, really think shoulders open, just straight ahead. And make her a little bit rounder now. Good. Very nice right here. Good tempo, good frame. Very good. And then we'll come through this short side. We'll go across the next diagonal, a little bit of a lengthening, posting, and then we'll go back to sitting and ride a shoulder in on the next long side. Good job. Right rein a little shorter in anticipation of controlling that right shoulder. Good. And a little more. And a little more. There you go. And then somewhere between A and F, we come back to sitting trot, and we sort of ask her nicely for a little bit left bend balanced on the right rein. You're good. Opening your chest, back in your shoulders, and you 10-meter circle, and then sweep her into that shoulder in. Should be easier in this direction in that she bends easier to the left, but a little bit harder to peel the shoulder off the track. You're doing fine. Good job. That's a nice neck. And left leg close to the girth, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, you just sort of, and keep her a little bit off the track. That's fine. Yeah, I like that better. And supple her a little on the right rein too, so you control that right shoulder, and you have the shoulders to the inside. This is good. It's a good start, and we'll do that again on the next long side. Good girl. And when you let her out of that demand, she's like, oh, she's happier to be rounder. Good, Nancy. Good. Yeah, keep a little leg on her. There's your spot. Good job. And you stretch up real tall, left shoulder back, left seat bone deep, left leg on at the girth. Doesn't matter. That new line is fine. You don't have to drift her back to the rail because that makes the shoulder come more to the right. Good job. Very good. The alignment of the body is very good here. Needs to be a little bit rounder, but you know what I mean? She's really good Let's see if you can get a little angle again. Good job. And then we'll bring her back to walk, and let's see what the hunches in looks like in this direction. Yeah, forward in the walk. A little bit rounder there as you push her in preparation for it. And sort of pull yourself over the left side of the saddle. Like a lot of times when we put the right leg back, it pulls us over to the right. Tiny bit more hip in. Good. Go. So she's going to Whitney. And then you supple that nose a little bit to the left. Good job. And again, you push that butt in, then you supple that nose a little bit over to the left, and it's just a little bit of a negotiation. Now that she's over angled, then you have an opportunity to flex her a little bit to the inside, and then she'll straighten out a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, and then a little left bend through the corner. And we'll try that once more in the walk. Try to start it out with a little more left flexion, more like this in the front. Yeah, good. Supple that left fingers. And right knee bending. And right shoulder forward. Yeah, supple those left fingers. So then quick, a little quick on and off. Yeah. Quick on and off so she doesn't brace against you. Good. Left leg on her at the curve. You got it. You got it. That's better. That's better. Good. Now we got the hind legs and a little bit bending. Good job. Yeah, very good. And then let's try this side and trot. I think it might, it's easier for her. Nice here. And just a small trot. A lot of times when they feel that outside leg back, they want to run off from it. Good. Outer shoulder forward and a little bit left flexion that you just massage her nose over to the left. Good with your width. Massage your nose over to the left. Good job. And then straighten her. Good. Yeah, just a little bit of that till she sort of gets the feel for it a bit. And then we'll give her a little walk break again, and then we'll maybe try one more canter in each direction if you're good with that. Perfect. Yeah, she seems to be a trier.
When she gets done being silly, she's beautiful. Like she's awesome. It's just, her warm up. I know I need a 20 to 30 minute warm up.
Uh-huh.
So, it took me a show to figure that out. And then sometimes it depends on the location. Like some locations, she's perfectly fine. Whenever she gets used to a place, the silliness goes away. But we did, like the first year, it was basically getting her to turn, because she was broke, but she didn't turn.
Yeah, that to the left was tricky.
Yes. Getting her to turn at all was like, just right in the freight train. And then, getting her to turn and actually like move off my leg. Like, she used to get her to canter, it took an entire, like you just sat there and picked until it finally decided to go. I taught her how to like actually just hold the canter by taking her out into a field, pointing her towards the barn and kicking till it ran. And we literally were like, just make it run. Whatever you have to do, make it run. The fact that she's gotten like spicier is actually exciting for me because now I have a horse that moves.
And she's never lazy about jumping. She's always happy to go and jump.
She'll add strides left and right, but she's never refused.
She won't stop. That's
She
good.
doesn't stop. If she's unsure about something, she'll chip and she'll look at it. But I've had her jump a beginner novice fence from a halt. She got scared of it, stopped, looked at it, and then just moved. But we've added one stride into bounces. We've added 3 into a 2. She'll just sit there and go smaller and smaller and smaller. But she doesn't really pull rails. She doesn't refuse. So I can't get mad at her.
Do they have, for your stadium, I've never invented, like a minimum, like do you have to be a certain quickness or you just have to run clear?
You have to have speed. I think for general, we had 9 jumps, like a minute 20 was
And she's always good with that. Oh, then you don't have to worry.
On the cross-country course, we had to trot, because we accidentally went about like training preliminary speed. So I was about to come in around like a minute early, which gets your time called, and I had to trot the last 3 fences.
Wow.
Just because like, she will be unsteady right before a fence, just because she wants to look at it, assess it, think about it.
Yeah.
But then she'll go over it, and on the backside, she'll go, oh, I did it. And she'll like just run for a couple strides, and then she'll come back to it. She's very silly.
He does the same thing.
She's cute. Well, she's young. She just has personality.
She just wants to look at things and make sure it's fixed.
She doesn't want to damage herself.
This is fun.
Like, if it gets us in some trouble,
2-3 times.
I'm not gonna be mad at her for being rude.
No.
And she's not actually really smooth.
When he
She's
goes
just
to these different places that, he's going.
All right, well, let's gather up and we'll do the same. We'll do a couple of transitions, trot, walk, walk, trot, and let's go to the left
I
now.
think he more or less goes and does the interview there in their country, and then he works it out to go and get the people in the Yeah, because he was saying.
Yeah, think about that first stride that she goes into the connection. You know, that it's sort of like you supple her a little bit and you supple her during the transition
I
too.
mean, I understand, there's certain.
And we'll bring her back, we'll sitting trot and just easy back to
I
walk
don't think we
again.
have as many people that like to learn science and shit like that.
A little bit rounder. And it's almost like the trot is a reward for going a little rounder in the walk. So when she relaxes that pole and under neck a little softer, then you go forward. Good. Very good. And then we'll do a circle down there. We'll do that one more time, a walk transition. Suppling her. Yeah, good. I like how you waited. And then one more time back to trot when she's nice and round. And then when you're ready, I want you to widen and lower those hands and make a canter transition. And think of keeping her, do the canter onto a circle line, but, you know, for at least the part. Think about making her round, like that you're there for her, that you supple her in the moment of the transition so she doesn't just tighten the neck upward to make the transition, but that you sort of supple her downward a little bit. It might take more leg to get it done. But sort of give it a try out. She's like, what? Yeah, so that you feel her mouth. Good job. And then we'll go after this half circle straight down to the far end. This is a better balance. Good. And then we'll make a 20-meter circle. It's okay. We're going to make another canter transition. You know, just sort of prepare that canter again. And feel her mouth through that transition. Oh, that's okay. She just muddled up behind there a little bit. She just like stumbled behind. And actually the transition was good, and then she messed up afterwards. So we just try it again. No big deal. And just supple her rounder as you put the gas pedal on. Good job. Very good. Yeah, now you squeeze her along and you tell her, don't trot till I say. Go down that long side and you keep reminding her, no trot till you tell her, no trot till you tell her. And see if as she comes straight and more forward, supple her a little bit. Outside, outside, inside, soften. Good, turn a little bit early. A little bit of leg through the turn. Outside, outside, inside, soften. That's better. Now you bring her back to trot. Oh, oh, then you balance her and then across the next diagonal. She looks great. I love the forward. And then over the diagonal. Yeah, and watch her in her sticky spot, that you keep that right shoulder. Keep your weight to the left a little bit. Yeah, good job. That's it. Yeah, and then a transition to walk on a circle down here, just like we did in the other direction. That you supple that pole a little bit on the way down. You take time through the sitting trot to make the walk. Yeah, good. Stretch up real tall, and then a little bit straighter first. And then forward, just feel on the right rein, both legs, and you go. We're in the sticky spot, so I apologize for that. Good. Yeah, and then one more time, back to walk. And back to trot. Good, and take that down the long side, and then we'll canter in the first corner. And I want you to think the same way, that you're going to be able to feel her on both reins and sort of encourage her to keep her neck lower in the moment of the transition. That you drive her onto a suppling, a rounding fingers, that you sort of say, yeah, neck down and canter. And you'll have to push on the gas pedal harder possibly because you have a little bit of brake on by asking for the roundness.
Can I get her to try to stretch real quick?
Say again?
See if I can get her to stretch for a second.
Sure.
She's being kind of stiff to the neck. And then just like her do this.
All right. She can roll some peanuts.
Yeah, she'll roll.
And just keep her a little on the right rein as you ask for canter, that she's almost too straight in the neck. And that you weight your left stirrup, you supple her a little bit, and you feel her on the right rein, and you ask her for canter. Looks good there. Good job. And then down the next long side, stretch up real tall, and remind her to stay in that canter. And when you come straight and she surges a little bit, that's your time to supple her. And I supple her more on the right than on the left. Right rein, push, left rein, stop, soften, good. Push through here, don't wait till the last minute. Good in the roundness, very good. And again, right rein, left rein, step left, super. And then bring her back to trot. Oh, that's right, good, and balance her. Very good. Yeah. She's tired now, she looks tired. We'll let her stretch and then we'll let her walk. Very good. I think she might be done. I think if we pick her up, like that was really good. It was much rounder. Both the last canters were much rounder, much more through. And I feel like if we push more, we're gonna go like we're gonna go down the mountain. She's gonna get tired and pissy. But I like that she improved as she went. You know, that was good.
Yeah.
It's on broad.
Our beginning point in every ride is a little different, but our end point is always better.
That's good.
So I can't be mad at her.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Yeah, y'all are a nice pair. She's like, I'm really tired. It's just all hitting me all of a sudden. Got yellow legs.